the road to $250,000 in the big board. Every single big board draft done on the Davis Mattek Underdog account is also going to be done on the Davis Mattek YouTube channel. Folks, Best Ball Summer is starting in January. Let's go. It's Short King Summer, dude. It just feels like no one in fantasy sports ever learns anything. Does he mistime it, or is Brock Bowers just a grown man? Brock Bowers is just a grown man. Dare I say, Rich, football might be back. In the words of Lane Johnson, this offense looks constipated. It's Short King Summer. All right, guys. I was gonna press the button. I was literally working on my big board rankings. I was quite literally working on my big board rankings. I did not think that these tournaments were going to be live. This is kind of close. It's kind of close. I wasn't shoveling. I walked my dog around the block, and then I was working on my rankings, and here we are. So we have 5 contests in the lobby. The big board, $250,000 to first place, 3 out of 12, 1 out of 10, 1 out of 10 to a 558 person final. We then have the little board, 50 entry max, 100K to first. The bigger board, $100 to enter, 30K to first. The biggest board, 4 entry max. And the war room, a 4 entry max with 20K to first. All 150 of these big boards are going to be done, and we are going to hop into, can you guys believe this? We're about to hop into our very first draft right now on January 26th. As the NFC Championship is about to kick off, we are hopping into our very first big board of the year. I can't believe it. I'm so glad we're here. Travis Hunter is not missing from the pool, brother. Travis Hunter is in the pool. You just have to hunt for him. There you go. Travis Hunter in the pool. He's there. This is, in fact, the most back that we have ever been. The road to the NFL draft, the road to 250K. You can still enjoy it, buddy. So what's gonna be the deal is I am going to be live for a couple hours while these games are going on. Let's see. Do we have our friends and family here? We have I Was Inverted. That's the only name I recognize. Doesn't mean that that's all. We are going to draft. I Was Inverted, sir. I salute you. We are here. We're going to draft some big boards. It is certainly time to right some wrongs. Maybe wrong some rights. It's hard to say. But I have I basically just started working through my rankings. Not just started, but I just started formatting them. Actually, shout out to Christopher Davis, who is a member of the YouTube channel. He hooked me up with a sheet to do the rankings. So anyone who subscribes to patreon.com/DavisMattek, you guys are going to have big board rankings tomorrow. There will be big board rankings live for everyone tomorrow. The very first round, we go Jamar Chase, Saquon Barkley, Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs, Puka Nacua. So I'm going to be able to take my very first selection of the year. Wow, I'm going to get to take Brian Schottenheimer's. I get to take with my very first pick. Can you guys believe it? Brian Schottenheimer's wide receiver 1. CeeDee Lamb. The very first pick of Best Ball in 2025. Brian Schottenheimer's wide receiver 1. Clay, absolute king. 10 gifted memberships from Clay. If you are a new member, make sure that you hop into the Discord. I would encourage you to do that. Yeah, Underdog could very easily be a front for a company to get data on addiction, loneliness, and bad decision making. Happy 2025 best ball season, Kings and Queens. I thought the same thing. I thought that it did seem a little rich. Ooh, Dak 140s in the default projection ADP. It is in fact short king winner, dude. So this is 1 of 150, guys. The road to 250K starts now with the road to 150. I'm running so far behind. I don't have my screen up to do timestamp. I did not think they were going to do this until the game started. They got me. They got me by surprise, boys. They did. Doesn't happen often, but our friends at Underdog got me by surprise. And honestly, what a great surprise. Well, many such cases. Many such cases, Devin. Lost 3K on best ball, don't want to go through it again. Ooh. I will probably run back the same. I'll run back the same giveaway. And in fact, I will come up with a giveaway for the big board as well. Damn, I was gonna take Jeanty. I was gonna take Jeanty. Didn't have the ability to do so. What a bummer. Do you know the actual logistics of when? No, I don't. I don't. I have no clue. No clue of the logistics. I might have just gotten further away from the mic. Okay, I will do some checking, but I think I just got further away from the mic for a second. Yes, I will be at least streaming through the first game, not through the second game. All right. Oh, man. I mean, guys. Did the safety take the wrong angle? Or is Brock Bowers just a grown man? Did the safety take the wrong angle? Or is Brock Bowers just a grown man? I think Brock Bowers might just be a grown man, folks. People are asking, is Brock Bowers just a grown man? And here's your 19th level. Sam Darnold, who has a default ADP of 133. Calling my shot right now. Sam Darnold is going to be the quarterback of the Las Vegas Raiders. They're going to give him a stack. I think I disagree with this. I think Laporta is likely to be overvalued in this format, honestly. Russ is minus 200 to be the quarterback of the Raiders. Okay. Well, I guess because Pete Carroll's their coach now, sure. Although, if you remember, it kind of ended acrimoniously between Mr. Carroll and Mr. Russell Wilson. Yeah, I would make it plus 175 that Matthew Stafford retires. Yeah, Pete and Russ didn't like each other in the end. I think here's we'll do here's the first you're not gonna be able to get this in Best Ball Mania. Bowers is gonna be a 1-2 pick. Okay. So this is I was hoping, honestly, Jake, I was hoping that no one mentioned this in chat, but right now, like probably just today, Fields is the best pick on the board. Fields seems like an unbelievably good selection in this contest right now. Yeah, AJB, average draft position, very low. I mean, just classic. Starting 2025 with a true zero running back draft. Wouldn't want it any other way. Draft 1 of 150. A true zero RB start. The drafts are all going to have timestamps this year. No timestamps on No timestamps on any of my drafts last year. Isn't that crazy? Just no timestamps on any of the streams last year. Oh. Man, my head is all aflutter, boys. I was not ready for this. And I've been eating good, been eating clean, obviously. And I have a deep dish pizza that my father-in-law just hand delivered from Chicago, waiting for me during the Chiefs game. Matt Rutherford, thank you for joining the channel, man. Can't really do this without you guys. Without the memberships, not sure it makes a ton of logistical sense to be streaming. Yes. Yeah, I eat 2 Battle Bros. I eat a lot of egg whites. Okay. So I think it's pretty clear here. It's one of these 3. JSN, DJ Moore, or Mike Evans. JSN a little bit. Let's do Mike Evans. I'm going to try and do a little bit of certainty stacking early on. I think really early on in these drafts, like literally the first day, the first week, I think we want to target safety. Because, I mean, let's be honest, it's January 26th. There's not only is there stuff going to change this week, there's going to be stuff changing next week. There's going to be stuff changing next month. But something I do know is that Mike Evans just got Liam Cohen. Wait, no, I'm wrong. Shit, my brain just worked backwards. We actually don't know who the offensive coordinator is going to be, but we do know who Mike Evans' quarterback is going to be. So that is pretty valuable because right now we know the quarterback for 2 of our first 3 picks. Yeah, not well. You want to talk about something that's going to be hard to do? It's going to be very hard for me to not martingale the Chicago Bears. Yeah, that was my brain just went 0. I don't think so. I just don't think Stafford's going to retire. I really don't. Although, of course, that would be a spot that makes sense. Oh, beautiful. Yes, Austin Eckler should not be going on draft. What round for the earliest Chief? Well, so I'll tell you right now that Rashee Rice ADP is coming up. Kelsey, I would not click today. Right now, today, I would not click Travis Kelsey. Kelsey has got to be a pretty big favorite to retire, I think. CMC. Look, this man right here, Fat Boy 2025, the lesson he learned, he's going to draft running backs even harder. This man is going to draft running backs even harder. Yeah, absolutely love to see it. My Twitter notifications just went nuts. You guys are going to have to keep me apprised. Actually, wait, hold on. Oh, I didn't even bring my phone downstairs. I don't even have my phone. That's how unsurprised. That's how heavily surprised I was by these contests opening this soon. After I make this pick, I might have to go run and get my phone so that I can watch the game. Is this where we take our first running back? No. No, this is not going to be where we take our first running back. This is really late for Marvin. Doesn't this feel late for Marvin Harrison Jr.? That feels great. 4th round Marvin. Yeah, I'm taking Marvin Harrison Jr. I don't know. Come on, I couldn't start the year. I couldn't start the year taking Worthy over Marvin Harrison Jr. Trust me, I wanted to, but I couldn't do it. Okay, hold on. I need to see if my phone is downstairs. It's not. It's not downstairs. It's up in my kitchen. Might have to ask my wife to come bring it down to me. It's true. It's true. You can never die. I don't know. I actually don't know why Justin Ross got elevated in this game. I can text her on my computer, bro. Thankfully. No, honestly, it's true. I mean, just straight up, like, Worthy was better as a rookie than Marvin Harrison Jr. So what is interesting about this first round thus far? Ross has played special teams. So we've got 1 true zero running back team, 2 zero running back teams, 3 zero running back teams. That feels very early for George Kittle to me. That he's going to be lower than that in my rankings. That feels very early for Terry McLaurin. That feels very late for Garrett Wilson. That feels very, very early for Joe Burrow. If Joe Burrow is a 4-5 turn pick, no, my wife has it. She's gonna bring it down to me. I think it's true. Worthy is gonna smash here in about 2 hours, and it's gonna go way up. I was arguing about this with Karain already. I don't think A-Chain is too high. I think there are multiple ways for A-Chain to get there. So let's say the Dolphins do take a running back. Don't you almost kind of prefer A-Chain in a timeshare? I almost might prefer A-Chain in a timeshare. You let him get back to like 185, 190, because he probably weighed 210 pounds, 205 pounds this season, and he looked awful. I do think Bowers is far and away the tight end one. I do. That's like a pretty appropriate price tag for Amari and Hampton, where he just went. These wide receiver prices, I probably am not going to be a huge buyer. Probably not going to be a huge buyer on Sutton here. Tell you who I might be a buyer on. Dang, I do need a running back, but if Rashee Rice is not suspended, bro, I think he was. I believe that A-Chain was over 200 pounds this last year. I really do. I'm taking Rashee Rice here, boys. If he's suspended but returns to the role he was in last year with no Kelsey on the team, that might be where he settles anyway. If he avoids suspension entirely, and it's pretty clear. God, I'm starting the year. Yeah, trust me. We're gonna talk about Harold Fannin Jr., Greg. Trust me, we are gonna talk about Harold Fannin Jr. I think that is a reasonable price tag for Amari and Hampton. The way I understood Rashee Rice's injury is that he should be good to go. That was the way I understood it. Again, with Noah Gray, how high does he jump if Kelsey retires? Does he jump that high? What's more likely? Noah Gray walks into a Travis Kelce style timeshare, or they become a team like the Bengals where they have Noah Gray, Peyton Hendershot, a rookie, and then they sign another veteran, and they're legitimately rotating 4 tight ends. Brees feels fine. He feels fine in the third. The Jets are probably one of the largest uncertainty teams. Like, who's their quarterback? I don't believe they've hired an offensive coordinator yet. Nick Caley is the front runner for Jets offensive coordinator. I don't know who that is. I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah. Spoiler alert for the rest of these streams. Spoiler alert. Ah, shit. Here we go again. What's up? What's up? Feeling great. Feeling good. Ooh. Chiefs trading for Kyle Pitts would be the biggest disaster for me. The biggest disaster. Yes. Kaylee is a McVay boy. That's true. All right. Thank you. Got the phone. Got the phone, fellas. So, gotta turn the headphones off so that I can put the game on. All right, first running back pick of the season. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, and I'm going to take Caleb Johnson. I think Caleb Johnson has nowhere to steam but up if I'm right about where he goes in the draft. I do like Montgomery. My concern is Montgomery has a crazy ability to go down. Montgomery... yes. One of the fellas on the Swolecast last week did figure out how to join on mobile, but I don't remember. Let me tell you, that is very early for Khalil Shakir to me. So I don't think it's wear and tear with Montgomery. What I would be concerned about with Montgomery is Jahmyr Gibbs looks like just very clearly one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. If he is that good, that is just so much less meat on the bone for Montgomery. All right, I've got the game up. Ooh, Savion Williams. What is Savion's ADP in this? Savion Williams, huh? He's an interesting one. Savion Williams is a very interesting one. Sorry to B Gold 99. I fear that is a bit early for our boy Mahomes. If you are on an iPhone, the only way to do it is to do it through an app. And you know what? I will make it easier for you if you are actually wanting to join and come hang out with us. Anyone can become a member if they follow this link right here. They should go for it. They're underdogs on the road. Registered Flex Vendor. If you just click on that link in Safari, you can pop right in. Wow, converted the fourth down. That's how you do it. That is good. That is great coaching right there from Dan Quinn and Cliff Kingsbury. That is how you coach. You love to see it. All right, this Jalen Warren that I was inverted just took, that could be what is this? I think I just missed that Kenneth Walker was there. Kenneth Walker is going to be a lot higher in my rankings when I pull it up. Bro, you need to click the three little dots and do the reduce delay button on YouTube TV, brother. Yeah, I don't actually know why Kenneth Walker is so cheap. All right, through 6 picks, we have CeeDee Lamb, Brock Bowers, Mike Evans, Marvin Harrison Jr., Rashee Rice, and Caleb Johnson. Caleb Johnson, I really, really like. I think Caleb Johnson has an outside chance to be a first-round pick in the NFL draft. I agree. I think that 50 max for the little board is very cool. I will be doing that off stream. I will be doing those off stream. Okay. We are up. This could be a Judkins pick. This could be a Jennings pick. None of our quarterbacks are close. None of our quarterbacks are close at all. Yeah, so this is Judkins or Jennings. You know what? It's the day the frickin' ADP opens. It's the day ADP opens. We're taking rookies. We're taking rookies. This is Jaden Daniels, man. Jaden Daniels is him right now. I do think Jeanty will become a first-round pick for two reasons. The first is it'll become very clear that he's going to be a Dallas Cowboy. It'll be like insanely clear he's a Dallas Cowboy. And the other thing is people are just, they're going to do what I just did. They're breaking every tie in direction of the rookies. I just broke two ties in a row. Caleb over Monty, and Quinshawn over Juwan Jennings. That's just what's going to happen. Worst spot that he could realistically land for his year one value is definitely the San Francisco 49ers. That is definitely the worst spot, because I think it is realistic that the 49ers could take him. I think he's still probably a first-round-ish pick with the Broncos. Obviously, the overall offensive environment not as good. I don't think you need to do anything special. I think if you just do the base thing. I have the Hayden Winks rankings in a spreadsheet because I was using them to name match my rankings. I don't think they're the same. They might be. Okay, that every year, by the way, James Conner, 7th, 8th round, and he's just a smash. Every year, it's lining up for him again. Someone was asking a question about 20-round strategy. I mean, one thing that it definitely does allow you to do is you could do like 6 or 7 running backs, especially on these 0 running back builds. Because we have so little projectable volume with these running backs, right? I probably would have taken Pacheco over Caleb Johnson. Maybe should have taken Pacheco over Rashee Rice, honestly. Because the Chiefs are another team that they have a lot of holes, and running back is not really one of them. This range of running backs, Jones, Dobbins, Pollard, Ramondre, Sharps, Corum, Spears, Dowdle, feels thin, but then you get into the range of Bigsby, Etienne. Etienne looks crazy cheap. Devin Neal, Algier, Guerrero is overpriced. God, running back, man. Maybe I do need to take a running back. Aaron Jones is a free agent. He's probably unlikely to be back with his team. It's Aaron Jones or... Oh, actually, no. Matthew Golden. Matthew Golden is who I'm going to take here. Matthew Golden, I think, has a potential to be one of the absolute biggest risers. He is Dane Brugler, his number 1 wide receiver of the class. He has legit Matthew Golden as the number 1 wide receiver in the class. Bang. All right. So we have got CeeDee Lamb, Brock Bowers, Mike Evans, Marvin Harrison Jr., Rashee Rice, Caleb Johnson, Quinshawn Judkins, and Matthew Golden. And Dane does know ball. Hey man, that's what I'm here to do. All right, so we got a field goal. Washington 3-0. You love to see it. You love to see it. As John Warner, my friend from the Badge Bros, stated, I didn't let a presidential assassination attempt stop me. Surely not letting an NFL playoff game stop me. 250K to first, 223,000 entrants. Any early favorites for your high 6? Well, Golden, if he stays like this, is likely to be there. I really like Tyler Warren here. These running backs are brutal, man. Scatabo looks good. Scatabo, I think. No one wants to admit it. This is a generational price on Najee Harris, really. Let's scroll here at running back. Roshan is probably too cheap. Giddens looks good. Gordon looks good. Estime looks good. Bashal Tootin looks good. What else? RJ Harvey looks good. Trevor Etienne could be a shout. Marcus Yarns. I did indeed scroll past Kansas City's fullback. All right, we're up in 4 picks. I need to, because I have no idea where these quarterbacks go. So I need to star Dakota Prescott. Wow, he is cheap. I need to star Purdy. I need to star Baker. Dowdle, I don't know if you guys know this. Dowdle is I definitely agree with this. Winning the big board is objectively cooler. I mean, way less money, obviously, but it is objectively cooler. No doubt in my mind. It is definitely cooler. You know way more ball to win the big board. This is an absurd price on Zach Charbonnet, like crazy price on Charbs. You know who is actually probably a pretty good pick right here is Brian Robinson Jr. All right, Saquon scored a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage. Saquon scored a 70-yard touchdown on the first play from scrimmage. First play. First play. Oh. So if you did any of the primetime paloozas this week on Underdog, hope you got a lot of one-on-ones. Certainly hope you got a lot of one-on-ones. Because if you didn't get a lot of one-on-ones in the PTP, you're dead. I did take Brian Robinson. Yes, if you didn't get the one, you were dead, and we did all know it. Crazy. I think Saquon might be who you need in playoff best ball and playoff BRs, honestly. What did he just say? He just had a he just had a 70-yard rushing touchdown in the first half. So yeah, Barkley will almost certainly have more rushing yards than Saquon has, or than Hurts has passing yards. That Brian Robinson Jr. pick, he is going to be the same value that he was this last year. Because Eckler, I wonder if Eckler will be back with the team. He signed a 2-year deal, but it's non-guaranteed, I believe. Let me make sure that's true. Yeah, 2-year, $8 million, but it's basically non-guaranteed. He basically can be cut at no penalty this offseason. I think Marvin Mims is a smash, man. I think Marvin Mims. Yes, I agree with this. I think Eckler is almost irrelevant to B-Rob. You're just fading them drafting another Brian Robinson. You're just fading them replacing him, which they could, but Brian Robinson Jr. has been fine for them basically. I need to check my exposures. How much Barkley did I end up getting? Exactly 25%. So classic. Okay. 3-5-1. So we either take Baker here. Ooh, I like Alec Aomanor a good bit. There's not really a running back I need to take. Let's take Baker. Let's do our Baker Evans stack. Get that done. Yes, Swolecast Membies are for sure going to get a kitchen big board. No doubt about it. I would guess that Tank Dell is out all of next year based on the severity of his injury, but I couldn't say for certain. I mean, come on, Tank Dell is not going to be back next year, right? There's no way. I did need to mention this though. I'm doing all 150 big boards on this channel, but some of them will probably be pre-recorded. So, for example, I'm taking a vacation next weekend, leaving Friday afternoon, getting home Monday afternoon. And I think I am probably going to pre-record 2 videos and just post them on Saturday and Sunday. I don't have this set up this way right now for YouTube and Twitch subscribers to get access to the rankings. If you want rankings, you have to go to patreon.com/DavisMattek. To be honest, Mr. Snuffalo Bill, the reason why that's set up is that YouTube and Twitch take out about 50% of the money that you can get. And on Patreon, they only take 10% of the transaction fee. I do think Cam Ward is a pretty good fallback option. Cam Ward's at 140 in the base ADP. I bet he falls after that, honestly. Also, I just realized Mr. B, he's got to be auto-drafting. B Gold has taken Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, Jordan Love, and Kyler Murray. So I assume he is auto-drafting. I don't think he has been taken yet. So be quiet. No, is the Pro Bowl in Chicago? That can't possibly be true, is it? I mean, I don't think he meant to. Oh, do we get a ball pop out? Do we get a De'Ami Brown fumble? I'm watching. Yep. Oh, that's ball. I think Scadaboo is pretty strong. All right. I agree with Marker Tassel that this is light for ETN. That's light for ETN if he's the Rashad White or if he's the Bucky. But M Wald 50, Corain and I are doing a series of dynasty videos. So if you are interested in what any of us think about the particular prospects, there is a time-stamped 2-hour stream where we talk about all the relevant rookie running backs. We did this 3-hour stream where we kind of went our first plus takes on the entire class. And then tomorrow, after ADP chasing, we are doing our wide receiver show. Woody Marks is the USC pass catching running back. His real name is Jaquavius. His nickname is Woody. He's definitely overpriced at 140. He's going to be a day 3 pick, I think. It's all pass catching with him, really. And then also, I've got prospect profiles going up pretty much every day on patreon.com/takecast. I should draft the Eagles defense. It's true. People are saying it more and more. People are saying it more and more. Wonder if we gained any subscribers from going live. Very, very soon. Very soon, Pat, myself, and Jacob Sanderson will be doing the off-season Dynasty Roundtable very, very soon. I really like Khalil Mullings. Pat Corain really liked him too. Just like awesome, between the tackles runner. The thing that is going to limit him a little bit is there are about 1 billion awesome between the tackle runners in this draft class, which is, it's just very limiting, right? Who's a good pick here is Jake Ferguson. Jake Ferguson is pretty strong here. Najee Harris is actually... You guys are probably never going to see this again, but Najee Harris is the best free agent running back this year. Is Neal available? Neal already went. Najee Harris is going to get crazy money in free agency. Yeah. We're taking Najee. Najee is a 12th round pick, boys. It pains me as much as it pains you guys, but that is just especially on a zero running. Like, look at this running back room. Just really wide ranges of outcomes for these other 4 guys. There is not a wide range of outcomes for Najee Harris. We know and Najee, weirdly, because he is a free agent, Najee is only going to be signed by a team that wants him. I know that sounds insane, but like Najee is only, particularly because it is such a weak running back class and a really good draft class, whatever team acquires him is just really going to have wanted his services. So there's a weird thing going on with Tillman. He went on IR with a concussion. I don't love that. I need some reporting there. Trevor Lawrence is a value right now. Trevor Lawrence with Liam Cohen, brother. It's like, obviously he's probably okay, but it's also one of those things that could lead to his medical retirement from football or something. I don't know. I was concerned for him. I agree, though. I agree. A lot of upside there as a breakout candidate. Have not done one of these full long drafts in a while. It's a lot different than doing the BRs, isn't it? I don't even know how many of you guys do the BRs, but it's a lot different than doing the Battle Royale drafts. All right, we have got a 1-5-5-1, very balanced. Dak got taken. Corn Pop took Dak, brother. Golly, you hate to see that. I agree. Bateman does seem cheap to me as well. May felt about right May felt about right to me. Right about in the 11th round. That's right about where he should go, I think. Man, really hope you guys got the 101. Really hope you got the 101. AR felt cheap for in this style of contest. All right, so here's the thing, guys. I'm taking Cam Ward. Cam Ward is a very good pick here. This guy's going to be the number 1 overall pick. We're going to take Cam Ward. This is what the board looks like right now. Sam Darnold just went off the board. I was going to take Dak. I needed another quarterback. I'm big on... I will say one thing structurally is I am going to be pretty big on 3 tight end and 3 quarterback teams here. Like 3 QB and 3 tight end teams in early best ball. One, you actually are just gonna you're just gonna capture a lot of upside. Yeah, people said Cam Jurgens is out. Yeah, I think Ward will be starting week 1. That is my opinion. But like for example, last season, you would have caught, just from doing 3 tight end teams, you would have caught a couple of the upside seasons at tight end. Let's pull up 2024 fantasy point scoring. It's always good because, I've been so focused on the playoffs. It's good to remember this stuff. So, for example, a couple of the guys you would have caught if you would have been doing 3 tight end teams that you maybe wouldn't have. Tucker Kraft would have been a big one. Hunter Henry, Cade Otton, Mike Gesicki, Isaiah Likely. These are all guys that in a 2 tight end build, how could I forget Ertz? The whole meme. Yes, Ertz and Jonnu. And you get the 2 extra roster spots, so the opportunity cost is just a lot less. And obviously, there is so much that is going to happen in the next 11 months. So much that I think at quarterback too, you're also capturing just like all sorts of like, what if Cam Ward runs in the NFL in a way like he didn't really run last year, but he ran. There you go. All of Eli's Sun running best ball teams were 3-5-7 threes. It's so true. Yeah. Jonnu was literally undrafted at this point last offseason. It seems like we have a couple auto drafters here because there's a team in here who doesn't have a quarterback. So this guy has 5 quarterbacks, and another guy in here has 0 quarterbacks. Yeah, this is it's the joys of drafting in January, brother. All right, this is a good spot to go back to wide receiver, I think. Oh, well, I can't help myself. Can't help myself there. Is Evan Ingram on the board? Is he a free agent? Evan Ingram might be a free agent. I'm taking him, though. Evan Ingram, Spotrac. No, he's not. He would count. He counts $19 million against the cap. No, that was a very good catch. That was a very good catch. I honestly would not have noted. I honestly would not have noticed that. And Ingram is a good compliment to Bowers as well. Don't tell me stuff like this, bro. Yeah, Harold. I assume Harold Fannin Jr. doesn't have an ADP. Well, he already got taken. Who did he get taken by? Okay, well, Paul already took him. So I didn't have a chance. I didn't have a chance to do it. Well, even if Evan Ingram does get cut, Bindles, isn't he still a smash here? Isn't Evan Ingram, regardless, a smash after Pat Fryermuth goes, I don't think you got to worry about Nico Remigio's ADP. Another thing I love about the big board is I'm just gonna be learning stuff doing this. Like I didn't know Evan Ingram's contract status, so it's good to know that. No, that's a bad. Don't tell me stuff like that. I don't need to know. Oh, I need to create a road to 250K. Every Davis Mattek big board best ball fantasy football underdog draft. You love to see it. All right, done. The road to 250K, boys. Oh yeah, had to have locked Saquon. Any fantasy point thing. Was he the 101? No, Chase was the 101. Let me tell you, man, there's just no way. There's no way people are not going to do Barkley 101. It's too good. Too good. I can't believe I was inverted, took Harold Fannin Jr. Sickening stuff. Yes, what do you want me to scroll for, brother? I will scroll for anything you want. We can scroll, we can check names. The thing is that there are no. That was the coolest fake punt I've ever seen. That ball's hung in the air. So yes, this is the draft board right here. We got rounds 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Tyreek is a 4th round pick. Luther Burden, I think, probably is a value there. Leggett, I don't think is that strong there. They feel like a candidate to bring someone in. Rounds 9 and 10, like always, or you're not going to be able to get Caleb in round 11 for very long. I feel pretty confident about that. All right, Jordan Whittington just went. You guys ready for it? You guys ready to have some goddamn fun? It's round 15, brother. I'm taking Travis Hunter. The number 1 pick in the NFL draft. You're telling me the number 1 pick in the NFL draft should be a 15th round pick? Who's gonna run more routes? Travis Hunter or Jordan Whittington? Now, you guys are not going to be able to do this next week. Travis Hunter, by the time these games are over, like literally by the time the conference championship is done tonight, Travis Hunter is going to be going ahead of Jalen Royals and Romeo Dubs. Like you could just, yeah, that's the thing. Hunter could pay off as literally 11 snaps a game or whatever on offense. My man had an extra Twitch Prime. You guys are the real ones. Rachaad White there is a very good pick. He just is. He just is. That's an amazing question. That's an amazing question. If Travis Hunter scores a touchdown on defense, do you get that touchdown? Does a pick six count? Punt return touchdowns count on Underdog. So if Mecole Hardman scores a punt return or a kick return touchdown or whatever, he gets those points. Kev says yes. Shuby says it doesn't. Miles says it counts. Mark says it counts. I'm gonna need an answer. Remember Trey McBride's fumble recovery touchdown? Oh, Christopher says it doesn't. I don't know who to believe. I'm getting mixed messages here. Well, okay, Colin, this is also a good point. If he hits your lineup with only one touchdown, your lineup's probably already dead. Those bye weeks, though. Those bye weeks. All right, A.D. Mitchell I do like here. Giddens I really like here. Kendre Miller actually is kind of a good pick, too. Why would Kendre Miller? Kendre Miller is a good pick. Yeah, see, we got to get past all these dusty guys. We need R.J. Harvey, Mullings. We're going to take A.D. Mitchell. All right, we got A.D. Mitchell on board. Well, now they can't change anything. So before the contests are launched, they can change whatever. Okay. I was about to pull something up, and then I forgot. What was I about to pull up? It left me. This is who I was going to pull up. If you are the biggest Efton Chisholm III fan in the NFL, you can thank me that he got added to the pool. Well, not really. Bush Johnson in the Discord ran a check between the PFF big board and the player pool, and this was the only guy, Efton Chisholm III, who was not in the player pool, who is on the PFF big board. And I messaged Hope and had him added in. So if you're a big Eastern Washington head, yes, there's definitely an argument to be made against these secondary running backs. 100%. Because it is an unbelievably good running back class. Like unreal good running back class. Taj Brooks, Trevor Etienne, Kyle Monangai, Crane liked Marcus Yarns. Jordan James is a top 5 running back by some of these outlets. Phil Maffa is a very good running back in college. My boy Dylan Laube. Of course, we had to mention Dylan Laube on Big Board Day. All right, this is what the board is looking like. Fuck. Fields is the best pick on the board right now. So Fields is for sure going to start. I don't really see any way that Justin Fields does not find a starting job. I think he either ends up starting for the Steelers, could start for the Raiders, could start for, I guess it depends on what they do with his salary. Like, does he get extended? Does he get his 5th-year option picked up? You know, but Fields has so many outs. And we just know when Justin Fields starts, he is an unbelievably good fantasy quarterback. You know, he could be the starting quarterback for let's think about it. He could be, why would the Colts could sign him, right? The Titans could sign him. The Browns could theoretically sign him. You know, I think there are more outs. All right. I really wanted to do this. Thank you. Thank you to the Academy. Thank you to Nick Rudman. Thank you to Hope Bishop. Thank you to Numi. Thank you to everyone at Underdog Fantasy for rectifying one of the biggest wrongs of our time. Taysom Hill, eligible again as a tight end in fantasy football, as he should be the whole time. Taysom Hill at pick 200 in my very first big board of the year. Bless up. Bless up, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for righting that wrong. You love to see it. He was even good. He was even good starting for Arthur Smith. Fields was even good starting for Arthur Smith, man. He really was. That's what people are saying. I'm a Stairmaster guy in doing drafts. I think you want a Stairmaster. He had 31 against the Colts, you know? He just is he's too good at running, man. He simply is too good at running the ball. All right, let's see where some of these other tight ends are. Wow, it gets thin quick at the tight end position. I mean, we took Taysom Hill already, so we solved that for ourselves. Troy Franklin, I think I'm going to be more in on than the market. Elijah Moore definitely has some life as a round 20 pick. Deontay Johnson, that's pretty funny. Jalen Polk, how the mighty have fallen, brother. Yeah, there are going to be some rookie wide receivers who go like undrafted the first couple of days that are going to end up being very popular select, like Jalen Noel, Tez Johnson. Like Tez Johnson could be a third round NFL pick. And he's going where Nick Nash is he's a future favorite. I like Arondé Gadsden a lot. Is he listed as a wide receiver? No, he's listed as a tight end. Okay, that's Arondé Gadsden is a secret pick. Taysom is a billion. Taysom is gonna turn 35. I believe he either is about to turn 35 or is 35 right now. You know what? God, am I gonna have to do this? Oh, well, I'm gonna have a bag of this guy. Yes, Corain and I will be doing our wide receiver rookie show tomorrow after ADP chasing. Yeah, I'm taking Jalen Milroe because I've already got my two guys who are going to start. I don't think Milroe is going to start in week 1, but in a format where we can kind of eat some zeros, I want to be eating some zeros with Jalen Milroe. Is Loveland? I already have 3 tight ends, so I'm probably not going to take him. Colson Loveland got taken. He got taken by Jaker, but I'm going to take Jalen Milroe. Jalen Milroe probably is not going to be a first round pick, but he could be. He certainly could be a first round pick. And you guys think Anthony Richardson likes to run. Milroe is somehow a worse thrower than Richardson, but a much better passer. Richardson is a better passer. I think the 49ers draft 1 running back, maybe even 2. So like the Jordan Mason, Guerrero, Eli Mitchell types. I'm probably not going to take. I don't think Will Howard is going to get drafted high enough. He could be. I mean, I'm assuming that Jackson Dart is not going to go early. Yeah, Jackson Dart. I mean, Dart honestly is a better pick than Milroe. I probably should have taken. I just wanted to make the point for a stream that I took Jalen Milroe in my first big board. I probably would not really be taking Will Howard in these. I mean, maybe you take a little. Hurts looks great today, by the way. Hurts looks like he's on it. Can you guys believe how back we are? I mean, I don't know if we have ever been as back as we are at this moment in time. God, you love to see it. Will Howard would be all right for fantasy if he started, but I mean, if you're taking a gamble on an athletic quarterback who you want to run and not turn the passing game over to, I mean, come on, dude. You'd much rather turn it over to Milroe, in my opinion. That is just me. Well, I did just take. This is right about where I'd value him. I took him after Alec Pierce and Jordan Whittington is where I took him. I took him at the 176th pick overall. And if he stays there, I'm going to have an absolute bag. Just an absolute bag of my boy Travis Hunter. All right, we need a running back. I think I am just going to stick to the script of not taking the old guys. What am I hoping to accomplish here with these old guys? What old guy is going to get the ball more than Bayshell Tootin? Yeah, Isaiah Davis actually is an okay pick. Trevor Etienne is an okay pick. Yarns I like, James I like. I'm gonna take Bayshell Tootin here. I'm trying to see if there's just thinking if there's an old guy I'm missing. I don't really think there is an old guy I'm missing. Sean Tucker could be okay. The Ravens will probably take a running back, right? They took Rasheed Ali last year. I don't think they loved him, and I think they'll just run that back. Ooh, yes. Yeah, two 5 quarterback teams and a 1 quarterback 9 running back team. Keaton Mitchell, I actually I ended up taking a ton of Keaton Mitchell in the big board last year, which obviously was a huge mistake. Yeah, Ollie, I think sadly is probably going to not be a great pick in this because he's being way overvalued relative to what I expect his NFL draft capital to be. All right, so we have 6 running. It's wide receiver time. Let me pull up my rookie wide receiver rankings. Just see if I'm missing anybody. Where does Ty Felton? Okay, Felton has a 0 projection, so that's good to know. Torrey Horton, I think, could be all right. No, Torrey Horton actually could be good, I think. Yeah, no, I completely, of course I agree on this. Ollie Gordon had one of the best college running back seasons like in recent memory, like not that long ago. But I am going to take Ty Felton, assuming I don't get snapped off here. Got 4 picks to go. And Paul's picking after me, so he can't take him. Malachi Corley. Probably not going to be taking a ton of Malachi Corley. Probably not going to be taking any Akers. I mean, I just am not going to be... These are the picks I'm not making. Peter, I'm finding God right now. Have you ever seen me feel so joyous and free? I'm talking about Bayshell Tootin on January 26th, boss. As Shuby says, God is in the streets. And I am in the streets right now. This is the perfect juxtaposition. I couldn't be having a better time. This is so good. Please tell me. Okay, he took Josh Palmer. Josh Palmer, another example of a guy should I take another running back? My running backs are really thin here. My wide receivers are very good. My running backs are really thin. No, we're gonna take Felton. We're gonna take Felton. Okay. All right. I'm going to go pee. It's going to take me like 2 seconds. I'm going to pull the draft board up. We're going to recap this team real quick. We're going to see if I made any mistakes. And then we're going to hop in another one. All right. Okay. Let's do a team recap. I think it's actually probably important to do recaps on these because you gotta be learning what the room is giving you. Okay. So we started Ceedy. I took Ceedy. I guess in my rankings, it would be over A-Chain or Jeanty. I think that's fine. Took Bowers over London, Jacobs, McBride, A.J. Brown. Again, I think Bowers, I think this is a good time to be getting Bowers. I need to share this tab before the draft closes. Wow. Matt, if you finished top 50 in the DK Millie, you probably didn't listen to shit I said, to be honest. The number one thing that I got to do this year is I don't know what is. I guess I probably need to be more diverse with my running back picks is the thing. Because I didn't even go too overboard with zero RB teams. I did a lot of hero RB and stuff, but I did them all with the same running backs is the issue. Okay. Evans, I think, was a very good pick. Marvin Harrison or Worthy could go either way. Maybe I probably should have just taken Pacheco here instead of Rashi. Because your running back 1 and your running back 2 both being rookies on these teams, it just opens it up. Like, this could just be a dead team. Those guys don't go until day 3. Could just be a dead team, right? Matthew Golden, he is going to go. There certainly is a chance that Matthew Golden is the first wide receiver drafted. And if Matthew Golden is the first wide receiver drafted, he should be like a 5th round pick, maybe a 4th round pick. Not the first wide receiver drafted, the 2nd wide receiver drafted after Tet. Brian Robinson Jr., that's a take your medicine, eat your vegetables pick. Baker and Evans. ETN, I think is one of the best values on the board. Ate some more vegetables with Najee. I would have preferred Sam Darnold to Cam Ward, and I would have preferred Dak Prescott to both of them, but this guy auto-drafted 5 quarterbacks. Ingram, I think, is like a sick value. Hunter, I think, is a crazy value here. Actually, should have taken Justin Fields instead of A.D. Mitchell. I was not paying attention. So round 16 is kind of the range where you need to start thinking about Fields. Taysom. I mean, Taysom is a good pick. Taysom is actually like a sick pick there. Milrow, I like a good bit. Obviously, like Russell Wilson is going to have a better median projection, but I think Milrow is going to have the better ceiling projection. She bay all over my shell until I tootin', someone said in chat. Bay shell tootin' is, I think you want to have, from a strategy perspective, I think you just want to have a huge spread of these rookie running backs in rounds 19 and 20. And Ty Felton is a better pick than Robinson, than Watson, than Tolbert, than McLeod, than Calvin Austin, than Palmer, than Noah Brown, than Corley, than Naylor, than De'Ami Brown. You'd have to go all the way to Troy Franklin, I think, until you found a wide receiver who I think is even in the same tier. I don't think I would consider drafting an all rookie. The thing is the quarterbacks and the wide receivers are probably not good enough to do an all rookie team. All right, I will give the first team that we did. I'll give that a B minus. I'll give that a B minus. Oh, there we go. There we go. Terry said, "Get out of here, exciting whites. We got us a ball game." Oh, did I have an error or do I not? Yeah, we got ourselves a game now. It says we couldn't find what you were looking for, but I'm in a draft. There we go. Draft starting in 60 seconds. So it did indeed find what I was looking for. People are saying. I don't think Pete is salivating. Pete will do Pete will probably do like 5 big boards. Wherever Eckler, not even close. Wherever Jonathan Brooks' ADP goes, I'm gonna have 0. Jonathan Brooks is probably closer to never playing in the NFL again than to mattering in fantasy football this year. All right. We got the 108 again? Did we get the 108 or the 109 last time? What do we got for friends and family here? We got moods. That's it, I think. Yeah, Peter is not mentally ill. B minus is the teacher's favorite grade to give. Students don't complain, but it doesn't really help your average at all. Chuba is going, I don't know, 60 picks too high or something. Chuba is going 32nd overall. Feels crazy. Ooh. Getting sniped on Kyle Pitts, man. All right, Anthony's at the 1-5. Let's do our best, man. Let's keep it going. Draft 2 of 150. Last year, I did an all-veteran starting team with 12 rookies. Hey, there you go, man. Jamar Chase, Bijan Robinson, Saquon Barkley, Justin Jefferson, Puka Nacua, Nico Collins. All right, I took CD last time. I'm taking Jeanty. No, I'm not. Barkley is... Let's take Brian Thomas Jr. Get a little diversity. I don't even know if that's right. I need to get my rankings locked in. Chuba is going in the 3rd round. Chuba's going in the 30s. I would take Gibbs over Puka for sure. Gibbs, I think, would be my 105. We got a Josh Allen first round drafter. My only strong opinion is that I think Jalen McMillan is good. Jalen McMillan is a very good player and probably undervalued in this format. Yeah, Chuba is like when Rachaad White opened round 2 last year. Yeah, it's not that dissimilar. Not that he's a bad player or anything like that, but not for me, boss. The fact that there's already 1,600 entries in this is crazy. The sickos are sick, man. The sickos scared. Look at Terry. Terry just got jammed up scored a long touchdown against the Eagles, and there it is, man. I know we are okay. There we go. First Jeanty of the year. Let's go. Did I miss him? Did he go? Come on, tell me he didn't go. There we go. My first Ashton Jeanty selection of the year. Brian Thomas Jr. and Ashton. Is that the all? That's got to be the sexiest start in fantasy football. That's got to be. It does not get better than that. Brian Thomas Jr. Ashton Jeanty. That is the that. Man, that feels awesome. You love to see it. Yes, this is the Slappy start. You're so right. Oh my god. This is like the Gibbs. What would it be? I don't know. This is the Justin Jefferson A-Chain start. Justin Jefferson A-Chain from last year. Brian Thomas and Jeanty is super slappy. Puka Powers is a nice. These are all kind of nice starts. I mean, we have one guy here who's lost. Mr. GT Hewer 38 takes Allen at 10. Keep an eye on him to make sure he's not ruining the quarterback stuff. Definitely Juwan for me. These are from the Draft Caddy on endgamesyndicate.com. It just highlights how many times they entered the most recent Best Ball Mania. Is all it is. So if you have the Draft Caddy, you can basically know what your opponent's experience in best ball drafting is. Neighbors and McConkey is pretty strong. Where do we think Shadur is going? I probably am not going to be that high on Shadur relative to the field. He just doesn't run. You know, and if you don't run, it's very hard to make it as a fantasy quarterback. It's especially hard as a rookie quarterback. If you're a pass-only rookie quarterback, the ultimate 2025 Slappy start. Brian Thomas Jr. plus Ashton Jeanty. Fancy Daniel Jones. Whew. Don't love that. All right, this is the same pick from last time. Well, I took Mike Evans last time, so let's take JSN this time. Brian Thomas Jr., Ashton Jeanty, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. Key differences you should be looking for versus the post-NFL draft. I mean, I think team level stacking is like more important in this. Wow, 4 drafts going at once, Michael. You dude, you're really sick. Key differences. I mean, obviously the 20 rounds. I think you're gonna want to do a lot more 3 quarterback, 3 tight end teams than normal. I think you need to be following NFL draft stuff really close. That's kind of the edge. So what is the edge in the big board? Why would you be drafting teams on January 26th in the big board? Well, you'd basically be saying, I can read the room better than the field at where the rookies are going to go. That would kind of be my top advice. What is this man doing? This man just took Tucker Kraft in the 4th. Do they cancel big boards? Do they? I hope they don't, man. Would be a big shame. This man is going to waste an hour of my time on stream. That can't be. What is Tucker Kraft's like ranking in this? 116? Yeah, dude. Please don't get this thrown out, brother. He's going to get this thrown out. All right, Xavier Worthy. I didn't take him last time. I made myself wait. Well, it's more like 20th round Sean Tucker, right? But he is a pretty good pick, I think. This guy started with Josh Allen, Terry McLaurin, James Cook, and Tucker Kraft. Decent chance that I spend an hour drafting this team on the stream, and then it gets thrown out, and I have to draft it later. I don't know. You'd have to ask. Cup could be pretty dead. I mean, I don't know what. I didn't even look at him in the first draft. I'll probably take Cup at 127. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, can't he do better than Adam Thielen? Wow, AJ Brown is a grown ass man. That is what people have talked about in the past, is the value of trying to guess late season matchups by stacking guys in the same divisions. You know, if you're taking Buccaneers, you're taking Panthers. If you're taking, Broncos, you're taking Chiefs, things like that. Classic one is, Packers and Vikings. But to be honest, probably holistically, I'm going to be a little bit less focused on the Week 17 matchups this year. This could be very accurate, Kevin. No reason to throw out a January draft. I mean, I guess we'll see what this guy does. We'll see, like, if he's taking like Andrew Luck and like retired people and shit, then maybe they start throwing stuff out. But I mean, yeah, zero running back is going to be awesome. Everyone is flocking to the safety as much as possible in these drafts. So if everyone is flocking to the safety, if everyone's flocking to the mix-ins, if Josh Jacobs is a round 20, pick. Yeah, Matt, I've got the game up right here. I'm just watching it on my phone. All right. Thomas, Jeanty, JSN, Worthy. Huh. I think this is a Jalen Waddle pick, man. I hate it as much as you guys do. I don't even like Jalen Waddle. But he is a good pick here. Jalen Waddle at 56, dude. The tight end landscape is actually not as bad as you'd think. So you've got Bowers. Hawkinson is rich. Kelsey is rich. But Njoku looks strong. Warren looks strong. Goddard looks strong. Ferguson is too cheap. Likely looks strong. Ingram looks strong. I mean, look at this, man. Kyle Pitts at 187. We've got Higbee at 211. Obviously, the thing is a tight end is such a touchdown-driven position. All right, this guy's back on board. He took Cortland Sutton. I wonder if the Debo thing is more related to the pneumonia than people let on. Because he was not that bad before he got pneumonia. He wasn't great, but he wasn't a zero before the pneumonia, before he had fluid in his lungs. Like it wasn't a true Debo season. But this is the pneumonia game right here against Kansas City. Before the pneumonia game, 5 for 54 with a rushing touchdown, 8 for 110, 3 for 58, 2 for 14 as a rusher. He was bad against Arizona. 3 for 102 and 1, 4 for 15 as a rusher. Then the pneumonia game. Then he went to absolute zero. until 7 for 96 and 5 for 25 against Miami. So I wonder if it's a little bit of an overreaction by the market here. Kenneth Walker went. That was who I wanted to take. All right, so I took Caleb Johnson last time. This could be a. We're gonna take Montgomery here. I don't want to have a ton of Montgomery though. That's gonna be a guy I'm not trying to smash yet. I would encourage you guys to be in on Jaguars stacks early before they start to get this big Cohen bump. Yeah, I like Andrews. Andrews in the 90s feels very strong. I think Yoshi Voss is terrible. Yoshi Voss is effectively one of the worst wide receivers in the NFL. I can prove that with facts and data, actually. Can go over to Fantasy Life, which is a nice little tool. I need to sign in. I believe for a while he was the worst wide receiver in the NFL in targets per route run. I don't know if he ended there as the worst wide receiver in targets per route run. All right, let's go minimum 300 routes. Jahan Dotson, Justin Watson, Andre Yoshivas, Van Jefferson, Mike Williams, Xavier Hutchinson, Jalen Naylor, Trey Tucker, Demarcus Robinson, and Matt Collins. Just not guys you want on your fantasy team, sadly. I mean, I like DJ Moore the most. DJ Moore is, to me, DJ Moore is just such a phenomenally good player. The numbers under the dog icon are from the Draft Caddy, which you can purchase at endgamesyndicate.com. They are how many Best Ball Manias this person did the year prior. So it basically just gives you an idea of how many how experienced your opponents are. There are some good wide receiver picks in this range. They're pretty much all good here. You know, Adams is effectively a free agent. Ayuk coming back from the ACL. Godwin coming back from injury. Olave coming back from that dead-ass season. Judy led the entire National Football League in routes, the whole league. Shahid is a terrible pick. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll probably have 0% of him at that price. Egbuka, he's going to come on pretty strong. Shakir, I think, is terrible. Burden could be... I like Golden more than Burden, probably. Jennings, I think, feels really strong. I use... all I can say is that I use the Draft Caddy. I find it super helpful. I find it super useful. I believe it is cheaper than Spike Week, but you know, I'm friends with those guys too. Bime4 and all the guys. So do what you got to do, brother. I think it's more just fun to know. I don't think it really changes my strategy. Oh no, the enemy is speaking kindly. Lattimore's holding the knife. That's so funny. Okay. We got a nice little build cooking here. We have... Where's the Rushy Rice drafter on this board? Okay, way to my left. Darnell Mooney is a fucking terrible pick here. My God. Warren potentially. Well, yeah, no, Warren is just a better pick. He is. Warren is just a better pick. I think Jackson Dart is a great pick. then Michael, this means that it's not updated. This means that it's only updated to BBM4, which I assumed it probably would be. So it's not updated for the most recent year yet. I don't think McMillan has gone yet. Let's see. Jalen McMillan has not been selected yet in this draft. What did our Tucker Kraft in the 4th round drafter? The Jaden Reed usage, man. It's not great, boss. Jaden Reed usage to end the year. Only 17% of the team's targets, 18% targets per route run, had only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games of the whole season with more than a 20% route share. Yes, I will scroll back up after I make this pick. Oh, Tet went in the 4th round or 5th round. He went 1 pick before he went right here, 5.7. All right. We're so back. You can take, you can only do so much. A leopard can only change their spots so many times. But at the end of the day, we all come back to who we are. In the end, you always become yourself. We have selected, with the 89th pick and the second of 150 big boards, Patrick Mahomes. So we have got Brian Thomas Jr., Ashton Jeanty, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Xavier Worthy, Jalen Waddle, David Montgomery, Jalen Warren, and Patrick Mahomes. This is certainly going to be a 3 tight end team. This might even be a 4 tight end team, actually. Because I think if you miss on all these guys, I'm definitely giving up a lot in projection, right? I don't know. I don't think... So one thing I do know is that a huge chunk of the field is going to be using the legendaryupside.com rankings from my friend Pat Currain. And I don't believe that they are going to have Jeanty ranked as a top 10 pick. So I don't think that he will. Loveland is in the 140s. Colston Loveland, 142. That feels a smidgen early for Trey Harris for me. I did not love his stuff. Okay, I was gonna take Tyler Warren. That's annoying. It might be. It's. I think it's too early for this. I don't think I have a gotta have it guy yet, Kevin. No, I would never take a backup quarterback. Doesn't make any sense to take backup quarterbacks. There are starting quarterbacks all the way to the end. You know, JJ McCarthy is the 205th pick. Jalen Milroe doesn't have an ADP. You know, doesn't make any sense to take a Mitch Trubisky or whatever. Oh, Fields is starting, brother. You can cope and seethe as much as you want, but Justin Fields is starting. All right, this is a bad spot to take a tight end. You know what? I'm taking Marvin Mims, man. I am choosing to believe in something, and the thing that I believe in is Marvin Mims. Marvin Mims is his explosion to end the year. Yeah, Ladd in half PPR. I mean, I guess I suppose Ladd can just be Amon-Ra St. Brown, but on the Chargers. It's a pretty good pick. No, Darnold is not going to the Steelers. There's already been a good bit of reporting that they are going to be choosing between Fields or Wilson, and the preference inside the building is for Fields. There you go. There's Cooper Kupp. Baker Mayfield goes to the round 1 Josh Allen drafter. What is Bo Nix's price? Okay, but if I want to take Bo Nix, I got to take him with the next pick, so I'm not doing that. Ooh, okay. It's funny. They're basically are just total pockets where there's like no pick you want. Yeah, I mean, this is basically because it's not real ADP. You know, this ADP is facetious. It'll look very different, 2 days from now, 3 days from now. Yeah, this game's gonna be over. The Eagles are about to score here. This game is done. Shout out to the Commanders, though. They did their best. I took Bowers in the last draft, brother. There you go. Jalen Hurts touchdown. Is it calling back? Hold. Illegal formation. Okay. Might need a running back here. I do kind of like Swift here. Oh, no, you know what? I'm taking Ricky Pearsall. Ricky Pearsall, he ended the year so strong. Ricky Pearsall should be going many picks higher. Oh yeah, I mean I took a lot of McCarthy last year because it was just so obvious he was going to go high. I think you want to build a big position on JJ McCarthy early before he gets expensive. McCarthy will run a little bit too. Not a ton, but he definitely is he's not a total stiff. But Pearsall, I am stunned to see Pearsall so low in this base rate because he ended the year so well. He was dust right here, but then something happened. He bumped up in routes, bumped up in targets per route run. I think Pearsall is like Pearsall should be going ahead of Marvin Mims. I know I like Marvin Mims, but Bo Nix is expensive because he runs a little bit, is why. Currently first in your Mitten 2 pod. Well, there you go. I believe I am only live in the way too early playoff best ball. I think my team that got through and the other stuff is not very live. Oh, wasn't Saquon hurt? He came back in. Shout out to him. No. My exposures were honestly about as perfect as I think you could get, but I didn't have enough commanders, and without enough commanders, you were dead to rights. No commanders to play off best ball, you're not winning. All right, Blake Corum. I think the Rams, by the way, the Rams to me are one of the teams that are most likely to draft a running back early and piss everyone off. Piss off the Kyron drafters, piss off the Corum drafters. I'm telling you guys, this class is so deep at running back. It's unbelievable. Yeah, it is true. All right, we are up in 2 picks. Still don't have a tight end. This is probably going to be a 4 tight end team. You know what? Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, fellas. Where's Trevor Lawrence? Trevor Lawrence is later. I'm taking Dalton Kincaid. Dalton Kincaid was 7th in the NFL in targets per route run amongst tight ends. Isn't that crazy? Season stats, tight end, minimum. We'll go minimum 200 routes. 194. Fourth amongst all tight ends. 25% targets per route run. I don't even like Dalton Kincaid. But come on. Yeah, Corum, wasted rookie season. Gets injured. It's going to mess up his off season, at least to some degree. I mean, yeah, Bowers is an awesome pick. It is very hard to stack. Yeah, you're going to find yourself running into this a lot. You can be like, oh, I'll just do a back stack, and then, 2 picks get weird, and you're like, oh, okay, well, never mind. I'm not back stacking. I still do not have a tight end. It's about to, and it gets gross at tight end. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a 4 tight end team, which is fine, I think, early on. In these, they're 3 for 4 on Jalen Milroe. You are balling, bro. You are balling. And I'm definitely not taking Jerome Ford. You know what I'm doing? I've Brian Thomas. I'm just taking Trevor Lawrence. A little bit of a weird lineup construction with double expensive quarterbacks. I think Ingram was always bad. AJ Brown, touchdown, I believe. I think that stands. Good pick there by Moods. Taking Colston, Loveland's, yes. Inner excellence has been achieved. Let me tell you, I really would have appreciated that touchdown happening much earlier. Really, really would have been nice for that touchdown to happen last round. Not that I'm salty, but, what can you do? AJB is a grown man. One of the grownest men alive. All right. Brian Thomas Jr., Ashton Jeanty, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Xavier Worthy, Jalen Waddle, David Montgomery, Jalen Warren, Worthy stacked with Mahomes, Marvin Mims, Ricky Pearsall, Kincaid, Trevor Lawrence stacked. All right. We need to star some tight ends. Hunter Henry is very cheap. Pitts, Jatavian, Higbee. Jacob Warren is going to mess me up. At least once I'm going to take Jacob Warren on accident, thinking he's Tyler Warren. He's not a great passer. He certainly is not a great passer. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. He is not a great passer. But that's okay. That's not even really what we want him for. I mean, I'm not even gonna do Pitts for the lows. I'm just gonna do Pitts because he's just a good pick. At 187, he's a good pick. Like, obviously, Kyle Pitts as a 7th round pick or whatever was like mostly doing a bit, but he is just like legitimately a good pick in the 15th round or whatever. What other tight end are you gonna find who scored 2 touchdowns in a game last year? I mean, it's crazy. Yes. At 7th round, Kyle Pitts, horrible pick. And we all kind of knew it at the time, right? We all kind of knew it at the time. There are going to be some crazy teams in BRs this week. All right, we are light at running back. You're very ETN made a lot of sense on this team. Mr. Del Molino and Mr. Kapitak just snapped off the two guys I want, and Najee. All right, we're getting thin here. We are awful thin at running back, and we're awful thin at tight end. That is in fact all indicated. I also am surprised that Barkley is not the 101. I really thought it would just be obvious what drafters would do. Okay. At least I get to take my boy Devin Neal. If you guys are not hip to my guy Devin Neal, I would encourage you to get woke, because I think he is one of the more underrated guys here. If you go over to patreon.com/Davis Mattek, I wrote him up, and he really, I think he could be the, like, it's not a 1-to-1 comparison because they're not the same body type, but Devin Neal is going to be this year's Bucky Irving in terms of a guy who was Devin Neal went to Lawrence Free State High School, brother. I'm pretty sure he's from Lawrence. By the way, Anthony Richardson. You want to talk about a guy who could absolutely break the slate? Anthony Richardson as a 14th round pick. Well, Johnny, you could say this goes both ways. You could say it goes both ways in terms of an edge, I think. All right, we are either going to take Harold Fannin, and running back gets very flat. I don't like Dylan Sampson here. I think Sampson is probably a bad pick here. Our wide receiver room is very strong. You know what? Stay woke, people. We're living a little. You know, it's January 26th. I'm drafting 2025 fantasy football teams. Well, just to give you an example, I'll give you an example of the type of running back who can do what Barkley is doing. Something you would never imagine in a million years. Dalvin Cook's best ever season, 2 more fantasy points per game than Saquon Barkley. There's like no way that they do, but like also they might run it back with Ertz next year. Ertz feels like, he feels like an even bigger retirement candidate than Kelsey. It's not that I don't like Dylan Sampson, but Dylan Sampson is a small dude in a class where I don't even know if he's like, if I was drafting guys, would I rather spend a round 3 pick on Dylan Sampson, or would I rather spend a round 6 pick on RJ Harvey? I think I would probably, if I was a team, rather spend the pick on Harvey. I don't know. It feels interesting. Yeah, that is my fear, is that Sampson kind of ends up more. Who's a good, I don't know, let's pull up the RotoViz tool. Who's a good size-based comp for Sampson? Dylan Sampson, let's give him round 2 draft capital, 200 pounds. We'll give him a 4.4. We'll even say he's real quick. We'll give him a 6.9 cone time. Yeah, he's super shifty. I kind of like Harvey, man. Because Harvey was a workhorse. See, these are the exact type of guys you do not. Jamal Charles, okay, stay woke to Jamal Charles. I mean, obviously, I think they're very different players, but like Darrington Evans, Tajay Spears, Darrell Henderson, Michael Carter, these are like guys you don't love, you know. But hey, man, maybe he's Jamal Charles and I'm wrong. Frick. Zach789, you ruined my day, bro. You ruined my day. If the Eagles beat the Bills, you win 3,100. Well, good luck to you. But I do have some bad news on that front. I don't know if the Bills are beating my boys. Thoughts on these rookie running backs being older and thus closer to the age cliff? Better for first-year production, but worse on Dynasty stuff. Honestly, I think in Dynasty, you know what? I'm going to take Braylon Allen. He's just a good... No. Actually, I want to start building up some Ollie Gordon. I think in Dynasty, like with running backs, you are just going to get all the production is gonna come in their first rookie contract anyway, unless they're mega elite, unless they're one of the greatest running backs in the NFL. I think weird stuff just happens in DK drafts, bro. Maybe that was a bad pick. Maybe Ollie Gordon was not great there. But all the tight ends in my queue just got snapped off. This is definitely going to be a 4 tight end team. Luke Lachey, by the way, he could end up going earlier than people think. Man, tight end is brutal. Jack Doyle in the pool. When was the last time Jack Doyle played a football game? That is amazing. Jack Doyle has not played a football game since 2021. But thank God he's in the pool. Thank God. That's so funny. I don't know if it will. I don't know how many of these they are going to toss, bro. I would say don't get that frustrated yet. Well, I'm just going to do this again if no one else took him. I'm going to be taking round 16, round 15 Travis Hunter. What? Won't pick 185 for Travis Hunter? There's just no way there's a better wide receiver pick. Like Caden Prather, bro, he's going 200 picks in the NFL draft for Caden Prather. Pick 185 for Travis Hunter. He's definitely playing some wide receiver, right? There's very few realities where he plays none. It's just, and this is going to be gone by like, what, Monday? You're just not going to be able to do this anymore? Now, we got to talk about how shitty my tight end room is. It's not great. I would definitely have Garrett Wilson first, then Evans, then Moore. But they're all good picks. They're all guys that you should want to have. I wonder how many new subscribers we got today. Hopefully some. We did get some. Shout out to me for getting some new subscribers. All right, now we're still dead at tight end. Last couple rounds, Pearsall, Kincaid, Lawrence, Neal, Fannin, Ollie Gordon, Travis Hunter. So going pretty heavy on the rookies. I like A.D. Mitchell a lot. I'm going to like A.D. Mitchell more than the field almost for sure. Not sure. What is his path to failing, really? Shadur goes, he went at 157 here. He's like a 12th, 13th, 14th round pick. There's no one left at tight end is the issue. Basically no one. I wonder what is, I got to check at mock draftable. What is Aronde Gadsden's? Not mock draftable. Mock draft database. What do we have for Aronde Gadsden? Because if he's drafted as like a receiving tight end, all right, I just got to take a tight end. We're gonna take Juwan Johnson. A little bit of a panic pick there. Gunnar Helm, is Gunnar Helm? Did he declare though? I don't think he did. I don't believe that he declared for the NFL draft. Aronde Gadsden. Come on. Is he even projected to be drafted? Oh, he did declare. Okay, Gunnar. Okay, that is very interesting. Aronde Gadsden is ranked 146th overall. All right, that's not great. Gunnar is an interesting one. Kind of Mark Andrews. Yeah, Gadsden will get picked, but a 5th round rookie tight end. My favorite, Jock Peterson, is my favorite pick in the Major League Baseball best ball drafts. Juwan Johnson, by the way, is going to sign with the Denver Broncos. Going to look, I don't know. How good can you be as a tight end of the Denver Broncos? That's up for you guys to determine. All right, we need another running back. How are we at rookies here? A lot of rookies. As you would expect. I mean, not like rookies are bad. Huh. You know what? Let's just take Taysom again. 4 tight end room. Kincaid, Fannin, Juwan, Taysom. Can't really beat that. I probably won't max as soon as possible. I am drafting all 150 of my teams on this YouTube channel, Kevin. So any pick that I make, you guys will see here. I bet that's not true. Alan. I bet I can go find him I'll pull this draft up on my phone right now. For example, I go to the rankings tab and I search for Travis Hunter. He pops right up. If I go into the drafts active, the big board, if I search for Travis Hunter, pops up right there. So I think you it might be user error, boss. Oh, you're on Android. Well, the app doesn't work as well on Android. I know that. Oh, Jordan. Well, hey man, worse things than autoing. All right. We do need probably 2 more running backs on this team. Mullings, I think, is fine. Trevor Etienne, I think, is probably a little bit undervalued. Jordan James. Blake Watson, I don't think, is a 0. It's kind of interesting. McWeapon could be interesting. Sean Tucker, LaQuint Allen. LaQuint Allen I actually really like. Sion Vaki in the pool now. Tyler Beatty. Chris Rodriguez, probably not a 0. Well, I don't know. I don't think they ignore Android. I think it's harder to get app things approved on Android, I believe. Trevor Etienne. What is Trevor Etienne's average mock spot? Not great. Trevor Etienne overall rank, projected round to UDFA. Okay. Well, could be better, could be worse. Okay, we need a running back. You know what? I really like LaQuint Allen. I think LaQuint Allen is very strong. We're all diabolical, Austin. We're all diabolical. All right. Mahomes, Lawrence. Hope they don't have the same bye week. Jeanty, Montgomery, Warren, Neal, Gordon, LaQuint Allen, Brian Thomas, JSN, Xavier Worthy, Jalen Waddle, Marvin Mims, Ricky Pearsall, Travis Hunter, Dalton Kincaid, Harold Fannin, Juwan Johnson, and Taysom Hill. Well, Paid, it takes a certain type of person. Yep. Yeah. I will have rankings out tomorrow at patreon.com/Davis Mattek. And all my rookie rankings will be there. All my prospect profile stuff will be there. You can sign up. You can get the prospect profiles. You can get all that stuff. But the big board rankings will be out tomorrow. I just needed to make sure. I just needed to dial them in. I didn't want to put them out before they were ready. Honestly, an argument to take another tight end here, truly. Old friend Brendan Rice. Nick Nash. Torrey Horton. Torrey Horton I like. Torrey Horton, kind of a Chiefs ass pick. Well, what do we have for, is Dart is there? Is Milrow there? Milrow's gone. I think we take Dart. I don't think Malik Washington is draftable. Maybe he is. All right, we are going to take Dart. This team was not as good as the other one. This team got away from me a little bit. It's just I'm really liking the premium tight ends. The premium tight ends feel pretty strong, but we need to recap and grade this team. Started out with Brian Thomas Jr., no issues. Jeanty over A-Chain and Henry. I do think that's right. Maybe honestly should have just taken Bowers again, because these prices on Bowers are not really going to last. JSN over Evans and Moore. Worthy over Devonta. Probably an argument to just take Devonta there. I don't know, I could be convinced either way. Those 4-5 turn Burrow prices seem terrible. Now, Waddle, I think, is very strong. Like, Waddle is just a better pick than Sutton and Debo. Montgomery over Caleb Johnson. You know, I just wouldn't take either one of them there 100% of the time. Who I wanted was Kenneth Walker. But he went. Warren. Yeah, I guess Warren's competition will be a rookie. So you got to play better than a rookie. Maybe Tracy, honestly. Maybe Tracy over Warren. I did take Mahomes here. Maybe should have just taken Tyler Warren here and hope that Mahomes got all the way around. Mims over Cup. Now, Pearsall, I think, is a smash here. Pretty much had to take Kincaid. Kincaid, I think, the hate has gone a little bit too far on Kincaid, and that is coming from one of his number one haters. Lawrence with BTJ. Neal is like my favorite pick on the board right now. Definite, I don't know, is this a reach on Fannin? It's right where his ADP is, but Fannin is probably going to be at best a third round pick and could be a day 3 tight end pick. So I think you want to be careful about your Fannin teams. Although he could be a round 2 pick and then he would go up quite a bit. Ollie Gordon, I'm probably going to like him more than the field, but I really wanted Kyle Pitts here. Pitts was the natural backstop. Pitts is now like a Hunter Henry pick. Yeah, the ADP is going to adjust pretty quickly. Well, Kincaid not cracking 15 points as a 4 or 5 pick is bad. Kincaid not cracking that many. Kincaid averaging 10 points a game as pick 128 is fine. Again, I just like this Hunter price is not going to last. Like once people figure him out, he's just going to be much more expensive. Juwan Johnson, uninspired but fine. Taysom, I mean, you're not going to find another tight end who can get 35 in a game. Maybe he never plays again, with these injuries, but it's pretty crazy. LaQuint Allen, dude, this guy played slot wide receiver in college. Like, he could just have a crazy amount of receptions. And then Jackson Dart. I mean, there's rumors Jackson Dart might be a first round pick in the NFL draft. So probably shouldn't be a round 20 pick in this. Miles, I am logging out here. I'm going to go hang out with my dog. I'm going to go get ready for the Chiefs game. But we are just beginning, guys. This is quite literally, we are less than 95% of the way done. We have done 2 drafts. We have 148 more to go. This is the road to $250,000. Thank you guys all for being true, disgusting, degenerate sickos with me here on Sunday, January 26th. We got a lot to get done in the next 3 weeks, or in 3 months. Not a ton of time to do it. I will be back with Karain tomorrow afternoon. We are going to be doing our rookie wide receiver prospects, dynasty, best ball, like just our look at all the rookie wide receivers. Everyone, thank you very much for watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please become a member to the channel so that I don't have to go sell insurance and that I can grind all of these. We gotta do it. But thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the playoffs. It's Short King Summer, dude. It just feels like no one in fantasy sports ever learns anything. Does he mistime it, or is Brock Bowers just a grown man? Brock Bowers is just a grown man. Dare I say, Rich, football might be back. In the words of Lane Johnson, this offense looks